What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of GH, a lot going on. I'm not mad at Drew. Honestly, if I was Drew in that situation, I would have been doing the same exact thing. What good is having a whole bunch of money if it can't get you out of a bad situation? I'm just saying. Like, it was very smart of him to try to bribe that guard. Very smart, because whatever his boss is paying him, Drew can pay him equal or more, for his freedom. And I think the henchman should take that deal. That would be smart, because hopefully Chloe got to the consulate and, got away in time so that way she can help Drew. But I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence about Chloe. I hope she's trustworthy. I really do. I hope she's on the up and up. And she can get some help, for Drew and stuff like that. Because if not, he looking a little worse for the wear right about now. And I don't know how many more beatings he can take. But Drew was trying to figure some stuff out because he was hearing all the guards' accents and stuff. And a couple of them were talking Greek. So he figured that his captor had to be a Cassadine. Had to be. I mean, this is definitely up the Cassadine's alley. Putting people in little jails and shit, trapping them all up in there with heavy guards and stuff. That's usually a Cassadine thing to do. But hopefully Drew can get out of there in good time. But it looked like he might be getting some help too, because Sam is looking like she getting close to figuring some things out too. When her and Dante went to go talk to Harmony, Harmony, of course, didn't want to say anything to them because she's really trying her best to, clean her life up and, get herself together. And I respect it. I totally respect that she wants to fix her life, but I'm glad Alexis talked, her into talking to Sam, because Sam is not trying to jam her up. Like, she's not trying to get her into any trouble, but she knows that Harmony knows something. You know what I mean? Because she was trusted by Shiloh. So I'm pretty sure Shiloh told her, a pretty good amount of information that could help their current investigation. And of course, she knew something, as I figured, as we all would figure. She had to have known something. So she let them know about a guy named Dallas Kirby or whatever. And she was cautioning Sam, like, you gotta watch your back because he dangerous. I said, aren't most people? Like, I'm just saying, like, on this show, shit, most of the people you try to look for are dangerous. They got something wrong with them. But I'm glad Harmony was able to help them, because the more clues and information that they get, the faster they can get Drew out of that hellhole, because the boy needs saving. Like, he looking horrible. So anyway, moving on from that. Britt was feeling some type of way today because she bumped into Maxie at the hospital, and Maxie got on this little outfit or whatever, and it's, she remembered that today was the day Jason and Carly were supposed to get married. The longest wedding day in history. One of the longest. Like, can y'all just get to the I do, slip the rings on, somebody get shot and die? Not to be so crass and callous, but can we get on to that? We already know what's going to happen. We know it's going to be some stuff going down, so let's get on with it. That's like the Titanic. Sitting there watching the Titanic, all that long movie, and we already know what's going to happen, so just bring on the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we build in anticipation for? Let's get to it, shall we? I'm just saying, let's get down with the get down here. I felt bad for Britt. I really did, because you could tell the look on her face. She was not all that happy that today was the day. And she's more so worried about her mom. You know what I mean? Like, her mother's still missing in action, and she has no idea where she is. But I do agree with Maxie. I mean, you could be worried about Liesl, but the thing about Liesl, and that's what I love about Liesl, she knows how to get herself out of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might think she's in danger, but trust me, Liesl is very smart. She thinks quick on her feet. You know what I mean? She gonna be just fine. You know what I mean? I understand as a kid, not as a kid, but as somebody's child, you're gonna worry about your parent. You know what I mean? But if you know your parent well enough, they're gonna be A-okay. Trust, they're gonna be fine, and Liesl will be A-okay. But Maxie, she felt bad for Britt and stuff like that. So, of course, she went to, Elizabeth and Terry to, kind of hang out with her, take her out somewhere, maybe for some drinks or something, because she's feeling down. And they were not happy about that. They were like, Terry was like, she was like, I don't know if I want, I don't really want to, but, and Liz really didn't care. Liz was like, that's up to you. Like, I was like, y'all gonna stop treating Britt like this. Like, she really not that bad once you get to know her. You know what I mean? I mean, yes, she built that reputation of being a witch, and she still has that reputation, even though she's turning her life around. You know what I mean? I think they should give her, a little chance. She might surprise you. She's being nice. But I love how Britt and Terry are working together. Like, they decided to work late and just fix the notes and all that stuff that's going on at the hospital from the last meeting and stuff. I like that, and I do feel like Britt needs some friends. But I can't wait for Britt to find her a new man. That's what we need. We need to get her a new man. ASAP. ASAP. She needs a new man. Because as much as I wanted her with Jason, I'm starting to get over it at this point, because what started out as him and Carly getting married for business, and he was really feeling Britt. Like, the man had tears in his eyes. He was feeling her. I didn't like how he did her, though, because, yes, he was supposed to marry Carly for business, but now it's turning into this love fest that it wasn't really supposed to be. And, oh, my God. So much ass kissing in this episode. So much ass kissing. And what I mean by that was these conversations that they were having today. Michael and Jason, Spinelli and Jason. I said, what is up with this conversation? It was just so much, I knew you and Carly were meant to get... What? Michael, he surprised me out of everybody. This boy said, I always wanted you and my mom to get together or whatever. I'm like, what? Since when? Since when did he want Jason and Carly to be a couple? I remember when he was a kid and he locked Carly and Sonny in the doggone basement so they would get back together. And now all this time you secretly wanted Jason and your mother to get together. What is up with all this dialogue? Because where's all this coming from? Like, are you mean to tell me so everybody has been suppressing their feelings about Jason and Carly this whole time? Lord have mercy. Even Spinelli done drunk the Kool-Aid. I said, what is going on with y'all? Like, am I in the Twilight Zone? I don't know. Maybe I feel this way because, like I said, I don't see Carly and Jason as any more than what they've been to each other all these years, which is friends. I don't see nothing else. That's just me. Like I said, it's just my opinion. Everybody else might feel different. Y'all might feel different, which is cool. That's fine with me. But from what I've been seeing over the years, I see a brother-sister vibe. That's all I get from them. I could never picture Jason and Carly being married, kissing, lovey-dovey. I mean, I know they slept together, but that was over 20 years ago. But them being a couple? Hell no. No. Mm-mm. So I was taken aback with the Michael dialogue. I said, what is going on today? Like, what is going on with y'all? And it was funny, though, but moving on from that, it was funny because Olivia was on one. Olivia was not here for Austin and Ned at this point because, Ned was talking to her about Leo and stuff, about how, he's been noticing things about Leo, about his communication or lack of communication. And, she was being in denial about it. She was like, no, he's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. And so she, of course, got upset with Austin for talking to Ned about it or whatever. And she felt like Austin was trying to, use her son to weasel his way into the Q family or whatever. I feel like Olivia is in complete denial when it comes to Leo. She's in complete denial because if Ned has been noticing things, Olivia has been noticing them. You cannot tell me that Ned, the stepfather, has noticed things about your child that you never noticed. She's in denial about it. She's totally in denial. She just don't want to believe that there's something medically wrong with her son. And all Austin was saying was, it doesn't hurt for him to see a specialist just to run some tests and, see if there really is something going on. Because at his age, his lack of emotion or communication or whatever, it is, questionable for his age. Trust me, I know, because I've been around kids, I got a niece and all that, and she's very, like, you can't get her to be quiet. So it's like, and I've been around other kids who are like that. Like, they just chatterboxes. But then again, it could be nothing. It could be just, maybe he's shy or a little withdrawn, maybe. But I would want to get it checked out just to be sure, that there's not something else. Maybe a little autism. You know what I mean? Because she did have him at an older age. You know what I mean? And autism and birth defects and all that stuff happens when people have kids over 35. So maybe it just went undetected, when she gave birth or, during the pregnancy. You never know, so it doesn't hurt to get it checked. So I think she was a little out of line for flipping out on Austin like that. It was like he's not trying to weasel his way into nothing. I think he was just being a doctor and doing his job. That's what I really think it was. And I think she'll start to see it sooner rather than later. But knowing Olivia is going to be later rather than sooner. Because, she's stubborn. And I think if she continues to ignore the signs, I think it's going to, eat at her marriage with Ned. Because Ned ain't going to let this go. He's going to keep bringing it up to her. I do agree with Ned, though. That wedding looked like it got a whole bunch of security. They got that wedding locked up tighter than Fort Knox. I think Olivia even said that they were frisked at the door. Listen, I'm not coming to your wedding if you're going to be frisking me. Listen, you are not... Okay, let me rephrase that. If you got somebody sexy at the door frisking me, then I'm okay with it. If not, you're not touching me. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that. I like the scene between Carly and Jocelyn. Carly was looking gorgeous. She looked gorgeous. From head to toe. Flawless. I said, I see they went up on the budget on y'all outfits for this wedding. I say they went all out. Carly was looking scrumptious. I said, all right now, Mrs. Corinthos Morgan. You look good. Well, soon to be Morgan. We'll see. We gotta wait till the I do's hit first. We gotta wait till the Reverend say, y'all, husband and wife. Then I could officially call you that. But until then, But I agree with Jocelyn. Just because you lose one love don't mean that you can't find another, which is true. But I don't know about this one. I don't know about this particular love that she getting into. I don't know about that one. I don't know. We might have to fix that. But she looked good though. So anyway, moving on from that. Sonny done got caught up in the fire. Something done fell on Sonny. He got knocked out. But I mean, at least they got Phyllis to safety. At least they got her out. I said, thank God, get Phyllis up out of there. She can't die. I can't allow this to happen. Maybe this is how Sonny gonna get his memories back. He get hit, he gets knocked out, he wakes up and he remembers who he is. Maybe. Nina was talking about going back in there to save him, but Jax was like, no. Jax said, hell no, you're not going back up in there. I said, well, somebody gotta get Sonny out. Jax. Now, Jax died because of this fire. Because I keep hearing rumors that they might kill Jax. I said, now, if he died, Nina, you really just need to beat down. Because I'm still mad. I'm like, why y'all just didn't leave Nina in the fire? I'm just saying. Just leave. That would be karma for her. Just leave her in there and let her go. You know what I mean? But I do agree with some people. Like, it wouldn't be fun if she just got killed that quickly. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be fun. Like, I want to see her, get lashed out at. I want to see Carly and everybody else have their cake and eat it too with her. You know what I mean? Like, just go off. But somebody need to get on up in there and get Sonny out, because y'all can't just leave that man to burn. Get him up out of there, please and thank you. Long as Phyllis is okay, I'm good. Long as Phyllis survived, I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. Let her survive. I like Phyllis. I really do. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.